Hare Krishna. So, with the mercy of Namperumal, we are trying to speak about a pastimes connected to Namperumal. So today we are going to speak about one special Acharya. He is known as Manavala Mamuni. Sanskrit they also call him as Varavara Muni. Many names he has. Ramyaja Madaram Muni, like that many names are there. So this Manavala Mamuni, he is the spiritual master to Ranganath. How it will be? Ranganath is the supreme lord, for him a spiritual master. Actually in the Shastras it is said that Ramanujacharya, he is supposed to live for 200 years. So he lived for 120 years in this earthly calculation. So again when Ramanacharya left the body, all the devotees and Ranganathji himself, everybody felt the separation from Ramanacharya, such a sweet person. Then the same Ramanujacharya, he again appeared after some 500 years or later or something. In the year of 1370, he reappeared as Alagiya Manavalan, in the name of Namperumal only, Alagiya Manavalan. His father's name was Thiru Navirudaya Piran. His mother's name was Sri Ranganath, Sri Ranganath. She was born in a place called Tirukkurugur, the birthplace of Nammalvar, the Navatirupati. So then he was a very great personality from the childhood. Then later he took initiation from a Acharya called Thiruvaimozhi Pillai. He is a disciple of Pillai Logacharya. And this Thiruvaimozhi Pillai is a great personality. Sometimes they call as Thirumalai Alvar, like that also. So that Thiruvaimozhi Pillai has so much affection and love for Ramanujacharya. So he created a village and called that village as Ramanuja Chaturvedi Mangalam. He invited so many Brahmanas to live in that, and with all that Brahmanas, he made a nice Varnashram community. Then he called that as Ramanuja Chaturvedi Mangalam, like that. So in order to develop that project, Thiruvaimozhi Pillai, he gave this responsibility to Alagiya Manavalan, who is later known as Manavala Mamuni. So he did that very nicely, that seva. Therefore, out of his seeing his love for Ramanujacharya, his attachment and devotion to Ramanujacharya, his guru Thiruvaimozhi Pillai, he gave him the name Yadindra Pravanar. Yadindra means Ramanujacharya, Yadindra Pravanar, he gave him a name. So in that way, this Manavala Mamuni, later he got married also. He got one son also. The son, Manavala Mamuni asked his guru to name. So the guru gave him the name M.I.N. Ramanujan, my Lord Ramanuja, like that he gave the name. So this Manavala Mamuni, being an incarnation of Ramanujacharya, Ramanujacharya is Adisesha. So Manavala Mamuni also Adisesha. So generally if you go to a temple, Sri Vaishnava temple, some places we can see the deity of a sannyasi, behind him there is Adisesha. That is actually Manavala Mamuni. Sometimes they call Varavara Muni in Sanskrit. So Manavala Mamuni is nothing but Ramanujacharya's reincarnation. So he had unlimited pastimes, like just like that of Ramanujacharya had unlimited pastime. Manavala Mamuni also had unlimited different leelas. For many devotees he has showed his own form as Adisesha. So many pastimes he had. So we know only very few little glimpse of pastimes of Manavala Mamuni connected to Ranganath. There is a special book separately about his glories. So in this way Manavala Mamuni was spending his days in Alvar Tirunagari. Then one day one devotee called he came and took initiation from him. His name was Alagiya Varada. This Alagiya Varada, he came and took shelter of him. He was so humble and dedicated devotee. He took sannyas from the Manavala Mamuni. So then he got the name Vana Mamalai. He was from the place called Vana Mamalai. So he became the Vana Mamalai Jiyar. The Vana Mamalai is nothing but that temple in near to Navatirupati. There is a temple. In the temple we can see the well of oil well. They do abhishek to the deity with oil, and that oil they keep it in the wells. That is a Swayam Vyakta Kshetra. Among the 8 self-manifested Kshetra, Sri Rangam is the first, Tirupati Balaji is second, and third one is that Sri Mushram. The fourth one is the Vana Mamalai. So this personality, he became a sannyasi of that Vana Mamalai temple. And he is also known as Ponnadikkal Jiyar, because this person, when Varagya Varadan, when he came to join with Manavala Mamuni as became a disciple, soon after that many people they came and surrendered to Manavala Mamuni and they all became disciple. So the first person who kept his lotus feet is this Alagya Varadan. He became a sannyasi Jiyar. Therefore he got the name Ponnadikkal Jiyar, Sem Ponnadikkal. Ponnadi means golden feet. Because of that feet he kept and he entered into the ashram. Then soon after many people became devotees. Therefore Manavala Mamuni used to call him as Ponnadikkal Jiyar. He is the main disciple of Manavala Mamuni. Then one day the Lord, his Guru told him that you should go to Sri Rangam and engage in the service of Namperumal and preach and write scriptures, like that he ordered. So he was very grandly invited into Sri Rangam with all the great devotees. And then Ranganaji personally told him, you don't have to travel anymore, you just stay here. Because Namperumal is so attached to Ramanacharya. In that way Namperumal knows this same Ramanuja only. So Namperumal told him, you don't have to travel anymore, just stay here and continue to maintain my temple daily works and develop the Sri Sampradaya, preach the message of Sri Sampradaya. So in that way he stayed in Sri Rangam and he was preaching in Sri Rangam. So when he was staying in Sri Rangam, he was giving regularly classes. So he created one ashram. So even now in front of the Ranganaji's temple and the South Uttara street, we can see the personal ashram of Manavala Mamuni. Very beautiful stone building. So there he collected the mud from his spiritual masters, his Param Guru, Pillai Lokacharya. From his house, he brought that mud from his house, Pillai Lokacharya's house, he kept there, and he constructed a beautiful mandapa, hall, and he named that hall as Thirumalai Alvar Mandapam. Thirumalai Alvar is the name of his Guru, Thiruvaimazhi Pillai. Thiruvaimazhi Pillai is the Guru. On his name, he made one mandapam called Thirumalai Alvan Mandapam. In that, the Manavala Mamuni used to sit and give lecture for the devotees. So even now if you come to that Sri Rangam, you can visit that Manavala Mamuni's temple, where that big hall is there called Thirumalai Alvar Kudam. And there we can see the deity of Manavala Mamuni is very small deity, behind him the Adisesha. And his personal footprints are there. Generally if you go to any South Indian temple, they will give the sadari. But in this Manavala Mamuni temple, they will give his own padukas, chappals, they will keep it in our head as a blessings of Manavala Mamuni. So he is very dear to Ranganath. One day Namperumal told him, hey Manavala Mamuni, can you give a discourse on the Nampillai's explanation of Idu? Idu means 36,000 words of explanations are there. So Alvar, and on the songs of Alvar's, Nammalvar's Thiruvaimazhi. So Ranganaji Namperumal asked Manavala Mamuni that I want to hear from you for one full year the explanation of the songs of Alvar. So Varavaramuni was hesitant, how I can speak in front of the Lord, but this is the order of Namperumal. So he sat in front of the Ranganaji. Even now we can see that place in the Ranganaji temple. In front of Jai Vijaya, there is a photo, is there, big photo of how Varavaramuni gave the class. That sitting place of Varavaramuni is still, that black stone is there. If you know the local people, they will show you that stone in which Varavaramuni, the Manavala Mamuni, he sat and gave class. So one full year, Manavala Mamuni gave the explanation on this class. So Ranganaji personally along with Sri Devi Bhudevi sat and listened to the class. On last day, Namparmal, he personally appeared as a very beautiful boy. And Varavarapuni asked, who are you? He said that, I am Aranganayakam, in Tamil he said. Then Ranganaji personally became a disciple of Varavaramuni. So Ranganaji recited one sloga, that is Sri Shailesha Dayapatram, Di Bhaktyadi Gunarnavam, Edindra Pravadam Vande Ramyaja Madaram Munim. Sri Shailesha Dayapatram means that Ramanujacharya who attended the class of Sri Shailapurna in Tirumala. That same, he is the Edindra Pravada, that same Varavaramuni, he is the non different from Ramanujacharya. In that way, Ranganaji glorified him, and Ranganaji, Namparmal personally became a disciple of Manavala Mamuni. Later, when Manavala Mamuni, he disappeared, Ranganaji also did fasting, just like when the Guru left means the disciple will not eat, no? Similarly, Ranganaji also did fasting, he never accepted the bhoga. So even now, on the appearance day of Manavala Mamuni, the first bhoga is taken to the Manavala Mamuni's ashram. Because of the Guru's responsibility to the disciples' responsibility to celebrate the Guru's Vyasa Puja. So Namparmal Ranganaji still is following that. So therefore even now when you go to the Ranganaji's temple, in front of Jai Vijaya, we can see, opposite to Jai Vijaya, we can see that big photo. Now and then they will remove the photo. So therefore now the photo is there. There are many pastimes were there in previously, that all the unknown people, they will come and they will remove. Later people will not understand where is that photo. So now that photo is opposite to the Jai Vijay, and that stone also down, that black color, one single lengthy stone will be there. That is the place exactly where Manavala Mamuni sat and gave class. So behind him also there is a stone description was there, that also removed. When the which day, and on Thursday, it actually Ramparmal appeared in front of him. And which year, everything is mentioned. But slowly the new people there, without knowledge, in the name of renovation, they are removing it. So in this way we can see the Namparmal's Manavala Mamuni's ashram, where Manavala Mamuni spent his days, his personal things, his worshipable, everything we can see. So another one day, one devotee called Singarayar, he came and he brought from his village, he brought so much of vegetables to serve the devotees in Manavala Mamuni's ashram. He gave the vegetables and gone. So that day Ranganaji became very pleased with that Singarayar and told, hey Singarayar, do you know, this Manavala Mamuni is nobody but my Ananda Sesha, whom I am lying down. So it is very good you served him. You will get so much mercy. I order you, you go and take shelter of him. So the next day the Singarayar came, and near to Manavala Mamuni's ashram there is another one great personality's ashram is there, that is called Kandadai Annan Swami. So in that house Singarayar stayed. In the south-east corner that house is there still. So the Singarayar, he also told to the Kandadai. Kandadai also there is a separate story we will tell about him. So many stories of Namparmal. That Kandadai Annan Swami, he heard about how this Ranganaji told that he is Adisesha incarnation, like that and all. So the Kandadai Annan Swami also meditating on that, he slept. So that night Ranganaji again came and told, not Ranganaji, Ramanujacharya personally came and told Ramanujacharya and Dasharathi. Because this Kandadai Swami, he was a descendant of Dasharathi, who was a disciple of Ramanuja. So the Dasharathi and Ramanujacharya came and told that Ramanujacharya, I am myself has personally appeared as Varavaramuni, you also go and take shelter of him. So next day, this Singarayar, this Kandadai Annan Swami, along with this, all the three of them, they all went to this Manavala Mamuni's ashram. So Manavala Mamuni, they took shelter of them and they surrendered unto him. So along with them, the Uttamanambi, there is another one Acharya called Uttamanambi. He also is directly serving Ranganaji. He also came and surrendered to Manavala Mamuni. So for them, the recommendation was given by this Jiyar, Ponnadi called Jiyar. So another day, this Uttamanambi, he was serving in the temple. That time the Manavala Mamuni came to take darshan. Then Uttamanambi told, okay, time is up now, please go quickly, go like that. Then Ranganaji came in the dream and told to Uttamanambi, oh Uttamanambi, You cannot do you did offense to Manavala Mamuni. Manavala Mamuni is none other than my same Adisesha. Then Uttamanambi, he went to the house to apologize to Manavala Mamuni. So Manavala Mamuni, out of his costless mercy, he showed him his special form as a wide, huge Adisesha form. So Uttamanambi was very fortunate to see that. So in this way, Adisesha form, Manavala Mamuni showed to so many devotees out of his costless mercy. Even one Madaji, that Madaji, her name was Shatagopa Kotri. That Mataji, she learned all the Shastras from about the Nammalvar and Thiruvaimozhi and everything. She also came to meet Manavala Mamuni. Then the door was closed. So he just looked through the gap of this door. She just kept in a keyhole. Her eyes, when he seen in the eyes, there he seen the huge Adisesha was lying down, sitting. She was very shocked to see that Adisesha, white, beautiful Adisesha form, Manavala Mamuni is sitting there. Then suddenly she screamed and the door was opened and Manavala Mamuni came and asked her what happened. Then she told, I seen this Adisesha form of yours. Then Manavala Mamuni just smiled slowly and told, okay, no, don't worry, don't tell to anyone, just keep it for yourself. In this way, Manavala Mamuni showed his form to this Tirukotri, Sadagopa Kotri Mataji and Uttamanambi, also another one devotee. That is Kidambi Nayanar. He is like a guru of Manavala Mamuni. He also once requested Manavala Mamuni, can you show me your form? So Manavala Mamuni, following the order, consider him as a guru. Then he showed his Adisesha form to him also. So such a great acharyas are appeared in Sri Rangam. They have very wonderful relation with Namperumal. So they even personally showed that form to many people. Another day, some envious people, they put fire to Varavara Muni's ashram. That time Manavala Mamuni was in Alvar Tirunagiri. There they put fire to his ashram. So Manavala Mamuni immediately changed his form into this small snake and he came out from the house very easily. Then he was also standing in between the crowds like a human form and he was also watching that fire happening. Then the person, envious person who has put fire to that, he shocked to see him in between the crowd. Then the message went to the king that that person has put the fire. Then king was about to punish him, but Manavala Mamuni, out of his costless mercy, he just forgiven him and he made him also a devotee. In this way, Manavala Mamuni had unlimited pastime. We have very less knowledge, very little bit we know about him. So we are not able to speak about him so much, but there are so many pastime about Manavala Mamuni, how miracles he did, because he is Sakshat Adisesha, Sakshat Nityananda Prabhu. So he wrote, mainly his contribution was, he elaborated the scriptures of the previous acharyas and he wrote one book called Upadesha Ratnamali. It is a essence of jewels of knowledge for the devotional service. He also given commentary, Yadindra Pravanam, one book he wrote about the glory of Ramanujacharya in Sanskrit. He also wrote so many commentaries for the books of Pillai Lokacharya. So in the Sri Sampradaya, the Vaishnava Acharyas are considered to be like a garland, a necklace. It's starting from the Lakshmi Narayana, then Vishwakshena, then Nammalvar, Nathamuni, then Pundarikaksha, then Ram Mishra, Yamunacharya, Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya like a locket of the dollar. Then it goes Embar, Bhattar, Nanjiyar, Nampillai, Vadakatirvedi Pillai, then this Manavala Mamuni. So the Manavala Mamuni is the end of the necklace. So Sri Sampradaya, they consider their Guru Parambara is a kind of necklace. And that Guru Parambara starting from the Lakshmi Narayana, Ranganath, then ends with Manavala Mamuni. But the remaining, now also they will give initiation. Without initiation, they don't. The Sri Sampradaya, the main thing is we have to develop attachment to our Guru and simply serving the Guru. Accept a qualified Guru and do service to a Guru personally. That is the ultimate instruction we can learn from the Sri Sampradaya. So they say that Manavala Mamuni is the Guru Parambara garland's last necklace. And still their followers, they give initiation and they serve their Guru in this way. and very famous that Tirupati Balaji Suprabhadam. That is in South India, everywhere we go in the morning time, all the people they play this Kausalya, Supraja Purva, Rama Purva, Sandhi, that Suprabhadam song. That is very famous in South India. That was sung by Manavala Mamuni's one disciple called Pradivadi Bayangaram Anna. He was a devotee, he was from near to Kanchipuram somewhere. He was so attached to Tirupati Balaji. Then he went to Balaji and he was serving Balaji doing water seva. So one day he heard the glories of Manavala Mamuni's his classes and everything. So he hearing about the glories of him, he took very slowly. So when later he went to Balaji, there he seen already somebody has given water. Then Balaji told that water is very tasty. Simply by hearing the glories of Manavala Mamuni itself, the water became very tasty. Then Pradivadi Bayangaramanna, he left Tirupati with the permission of Balaji. He came to Sri Rangam and he took initiation from Pradivadi Manavala Mamuni. He also became a great disciple of Manavala Mamuni. Later with the order of Manavala Mamuni only, he glorified Balaji's Suprabhadam. In this way, Manavala Mamuni, he did unlimited service to Tirupati Balaji, Kanchi Varadaraj, many Divya Deshams. He established very nicely deity worships. He established the Sri Sampradaya very nicely. So ultimately, Ranganath himself, he became a personal disciple of Manavala Mamuni. Shri Manavala Mamuni ki jai. So even we can see that his samadhi, it is situated in the Sri Rangam north side. There is a government guest house called Yatri Nivas. Near to that Yatri Nivas, we can see still the samadhi of Manavala Mamuni. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Namparmal ki jai.